Right now at 6, floodwater is sitting in the basements of many homes on French Island. Residents are left wondering if relief funds will be on the way. And Governor Evers makes a visit to an addiction resource center as part of his goal to increase mental health care funding.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Before we get to those stories, we do have breaking news from rural DeSoto this evening. Firefighters are on the scene of a house fire on Axland Road in Wheatland. Emergency crews from DeSoto, Wheatland, and Stoddard are responding to the fire. Crews from Genoa and Harmony are also on scene. Footage from the scene shows heavy damage to the house. We will have more information as it becomes available. Now, more than 100 homes on French Island are dealing with flood damage. Many property owners are wondering if they'll be getting federal help from FEMA. Town of Campbell Supervisor Lee Donahue says many homes on the island have up to 3 feet of floodwater in their basement. La Crosse County Supervisor Monica Cruz says at least $10 million in damage has to be reported in order to collect FEMA relief funds.
FEMA money is very hard to come by. People don't take the time to call that 211 number and let them know, that they have a certain dollar amount of damages. Nothing will happen.
La Crosse County qualified for FEMA relief in 2019 because of severe storm damage, but didn't get funding. Residents from all across the county are encouraged to call 211 as soon as possible to report their flood damage. But officials do remind you there's no guarantee that FEMA funds will be made available. But still a good idea to be reporting any and all flood damage to local officials using 211. Now, for an update on the floodwaters, let's head over to Bill.
Well, as expected, it continues to slowly drop, and that's good news. And that continues to be the trend all up and down the river, from up near Lake City and Wabasha, where the stage is 13.81 feet, and falling down to Prairie du Chien and McGregor, where it's 20.77 and falling. Here in La Crosse, 13.68 feet. Again, this is as of the top of the hour. It is falling. Still forecast to fall to flood stage around May 7th or 8th in Wabasha, Winona, and here in La Crosse. It's going to take longer down to the south, but it'll fall to near 17.8 feet around May 9th in the Prairie du Chien and McGregor areas. All right, looking at a live look through CityCam, we've got some passing clouds. We've had some sunshine today as well, and because of that sunshine, we got a few bonus degrees on that afternoon high, but more clouds to the east, plenty of sunshine to the west, and these clouds are still on the western edge of this massive area of low pressure spinning around the eastern Great Lakes and northeastern parts of the country with some rain and snow showers for those folks. 51 at Volkfield, 58 in Eau Claire, 61 here in La Crosse, also 61 in Prairie du Chien. Now, becoming mostly clear tonight, still breezy this evening, but decreasing winds overnight. Kind of chilly though, lows in the 30s for most, including 37 for a low here in La Crosse. But again, I've got a pretty spring-like forecast over the next 8 days, and I'll share that in just a few minutes.
Sounds good. Thanks, Bill. Well, former Minneapolis police officer Tu Tao was found guilty of aiding and abetting second-degree manslaughter for his part in the 2020 murder of George Floyd. Tao is already serving 3.5 years in prison after a federal jury found last year that he and 2 of his fellow officers violated Mr. Floyd's civil rights by failing to provide medical care during the incident. Now, sentencing is set for August 7th. Tao faces an additional 41 to 57 months in prison. Highway 53 in Chippewa County was closed for a short time today while police pulled over a person accused making a threat toward the courthouse. According to the Chippewa County Sheriff's Office, a threat was made related to a case that was on the courthouse's schedule today. Authorities increased security at the courthouse and spotted the suspect's car on Highway 53. When police pulled the suspect over, the driver refused to get out of the car, and authorities say they shut down the highway for public safety. The Sheriff's Office says non-lethal use of force techniques were used to get the suspect into custody, and the highway was reopened. 6 people died in the 72-vehicle crash in central Illinois yesterday, including a woman from Wisconsin. 40 others were injured in the pileup along a stretch of I-55 just south of Springfield. High winds kicked up dust from farmers tilling and planting fields. 88-year-old Shirley Harper from Franklin, Wisconsin, was one of the people killed in the crash. She leaves behind several grandchildren and a family that says she was kind and generous.
She would talk to anybody, do anything for anybody. People like her, we needed more of them in the world.
The ages of those injured in the crash range from 2 to 80. The highway reopened today. More than 500 items proposed by Governor Evers in his budget plan are being cut by Republican lawmakers. The GOP-controlled Budget Committee killed proposals to legalize cannabis, pay for renovations at the Milwaukee Brewers Stadium, and create paid family leave. Now, Governor Evers is calling those moves foolish. Democratic lawmakers say Republicans are ignoring the will of the people. Republicans say they're creating a fiscally responsible budget. Now, May is National Mental Health Awareness Month, and today the governor stopped by the Cooley Recovery Center. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us live in studio with the details on the governor's visit. Jeremy?
Ken, the Cooley Recovery Center was one of 2 stops in our area coinciding with his mental health work. Recently, Governor Evers proposed a $500 million investment to support mental health and behavior services. The Cooley Recovery Center also has a Peer Recovery Center grant, which helps people struggling with mental health and substance abuse. Executive Director Rita Von Hayden says why the tour is critical for the Recovery Center.
A lot of individuals who need these services may not have good insurance, may not have insurance at all, and sometimes it really just needs to have something that they don't have to pay for. Each year we have anywhere from...
The governor also stopped by North Lakes Community Clinic. Ken?
All right, thanks very much, Jeremy. Now, the governor says it's still important to work with our legislators on support for those who are struggling. And state legislators today voted to accept a $323 million settlement from opioid manufacturers Teva and Allergan, as well as major distributors Walmart, Walgreens, and CVS. The settlement is part of a multi-state $19 billion lawsuit that accuses the companies of contributing to the nation's opioid crisis. The settlement will also require opioid makers to scale down their marketing and sale of opioids, which have killed an estimated 500,000 Americans since the turn of the century. A hospital could not be forced to give ivermectin to a patient with COVID-19, according to a ruling from the Wisconsin Supreme Court. The state's highest court says a county judge did not cite a legal basis for ordering Aurora Healthcare to administer the deworming drug to patients. The court ruled 6-1, with Rebecca Bradley being the only dissenting vote. This lawsuit was one of dozens filed across the country seeking to force hospitals to administer ivermectin for COVID-19. State Senator Brad Pfaff is voicing his opinion on the importance of the La Crosse port. Pfaff and other state officials in La Crosse today to see the F.J. Robers Company, who recently received a grant from the state's Harbor Assistance Program. The grant money will go toward rebuilding the dock's wall to improve the import and export of goods like corn and grain. Senator Pfaff explaining how all forms of transportation and the economy are intertwined with this program.
Just this one barge right over here, loaded with grain. Takes 70 semis off the highway. Just think about that for a second. All of this is interconnected.
F.J. Robers received $1.7 million to help rebuild their dock's walls. After the break, On Alaska's fire chief is retiring. Troy Goody is reflecting on his time serving 34 years at the city's fire department.
Convert your drafty dated wood-burning fireplace into an efficient and beautiful gathering place. Install a Heat & Glow Supreme gas insert from La Crosse Fireplace Company. Enjoy the ambiance and warmth without the hassle of cutting and hauling wood. Transform your wood fireplace from underused to unbelievable in as little as a day. Heat & Glow gas insert come in multiple sizes and styles. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the fire. Call La Crosse Fireplace Company today.
Did you touch the thermostat? Did you turn it up?
Of course not. Did somebody fiddle with the thermostat?
Dude, it's 85 degrees.
85? Do you have any idea what a couple degrees will do to our gas bill?
Why is it so hot here?
Someone turned up the heat.
God. What do you think you're doing?
I like to sleep with my window open. You are not supposed to touch a thermostat.
At Bright Star Care, we are looking for kind, passionate, reliable individuals who will go above and beyond for our clients. We truly do feel like we're the best provider in town. We're going above and beyond every single day. There's stressful days, times, but we're all in it for the right reasons, and we always do the right thing. We are currently looking for caregivers, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs.
It's time to remodel your kitchen or bathroom today. Interior Designs can help you from design to completion. Our designers will help pick out your new cabinets, countertops, flooring, and backsplash. Our installation team will complete the look, including plumbing and sheetrocking. Let us take care of the entire process so you can enjoy your new kitchen or bathroom. Call today, Interior Designs Holman.
It is the end of an era for the Onalaska Fire Department. Chief Troy Goody is turning in his fire helmet for a fishing rod. News 8 Now's Dua Israr spoke to Goody, who reflected on his time at the department.
Ken Goody started his journey as a volunteer fighter with the department. Now, Goody says it's time for a new generation to take charge.
It's when the tones go off, right? Like they are right now.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Did you ever think this day would come?
Oh, you're the best one we've had. Most kids will tell you a firefighter.
So this is was my command vehicle.
Onalaska Fire Chief Troy Goody didn't think of himself as a firefighter.
This is my wife, Trudy.
But his wife did.
She found a newspaper article that was said Onalaska Fire Department is hiring part-time paid-on-call firefighters. And she said, you're really good with people and I think you'd make a great firefighter. The joke in my head was we were basically newlyweds. And within a year, she was trying to get me another job.
She was right. Goody went on to become Onalaska's first full-time firefighter.
You used to lean on the squeegee and always make me nervous when I was backing up the truck, didn't you?
Sure.
Firemen call Goody the pulse of the department.
Day in and day out, he is here, does more than what is expected and asked of him, and he's happy to do it.
Now, Goody says it's time to hang up his uniform.
Just had my anniversary, and my last day is today, May 2nd.
Goody's responded to many calls over the last 3 decades, including one question every firefighter gets.
Onalaska Fire Department, you have a lady stuck in a tree trying to rescue a cat. I rescued the lady that went after the cat.
Goody says he has no regrets because this job is one he's loved every day.
34 years has been a long time.
Goody says he's looking forward to spending the summer fishing with his family. Ken?
What a great guy. Dua, thanks very much. And the Onalaska Assistant Fire Chief will step in as the search for a new fire chief continues. Still ahead, a community garden marks 4 years of providing produce. We will take you to Aptives Gardens, where volunteers say they appreciate the chance to help feed the city.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grawl. We had enough sunshine to push us to 61 for a high in La Crosse, 50s in surrounding spots. We'll add a few more degrees to this tomorrow. I'll have the details of my 8-day forecast after the break.
Get Hormel Black Label Bacon, $2.99. And Simply Done bath tissue or paper towels, $3.99 at Hy-Vee. That's Hormel Black Label Bacon, $2.99. And Simply Done bath tissue or paper towels, $3.99. Wednesday only at Hy-Vee.
Menards has what you need to grow the perfect lawn. All 11% off. ProMix grass seed is fast working and contains added nutrients for a richer and healthier lawn. Pick up a bag today, just $10.99 each after rebate. Create the yard of your dreams with Pennington One Step Sun and Shade Lawn Patch. It's everything you need to grow lush, thick grass, pre-mixed, and ready to use. This bag is just $12.99 after 11% rebate right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
Nicolay, baby. I'll testify my commitment to the truth. Companies tremble while I'm spitting in the booth. I'm a lawyer rapper, peep the fit, reppin' Nicolay law, cause we're the
Daddy, what are you doing?
I'm making a rap video.
Good job. All right.
Boom! Billboards, baby!
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
Right now, get the limited time Taco Grande pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
A caring nurse who needed some care of his own.
I feel like I'm giving people their lives back again.
That's the upside to Robert's job. The downside?
I'm on my feet all the time.
Robert tried to deal with the pain on his own.
And I would roll tennis balls under my feet, frozen water bottles.
Nothing worked until he got fitted for Good Feet arch supports.
Now that I'm pain free, I can make these people feel better.
See if they work for you with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Get Hormel Black Label Bacon, $2.99. And Simply Done bath tissue or paper towels, $3.99 at Hy-Vee. That's Hormel Black Label Bacon, $2.99. And Simply Done bath tissue or paper towels, $3.99. Wednesday only at Hy-Vee.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Volunteers and Aptive employees in La Crosse are providing produce for the community. Today, Aptive Community Victory Garden marks its 4th year as a Hope Grows community garden location. The garden provides free and readily available produce for people in the La Crosse community that may not be able to afford it. Volunteers planted produce ranging from potatoes to carrots and lettuce. One volunteer says the garden keeps her busy.
It's a lot of fun, gets you outside, it's very convivial here, and I love the idea of raising some food for the community.
If you'd like to volunteer at one of the La Crosse neighborhood gardens, you can call that number on your screen. We'll also post more info on our website, news8000.com. And today is definitely the kind of day where you want to get out and get some maybe yard work done.
Yeah.
Bring out the lawnmower, Bill.
Which I did.
Yeah?
I did
All
the
right.
front yard, not the back yet. But
okay, we're easing into it.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of folks chomping at the bit for the gardening season as well. I usually caution you to wait until Mother's Day weekend, which, let's see, Mother's Day would be a week from Sunday. So we're getting closer, and the reason is because temperatures tonight, for example, could be near freezing in some spots. So you don't want to jump the gun too much. It's also allergy season. Medium symptoms today for oak, high for birch and tree pollen in general, and then high across the board tomorrow. Thanks in part to the winds today, warmer temperatures tomorrow and Thursday, and that means we can expect the tree symptom index to remain high until our next rainfall. And I do have some low-end rain chances later this week on Thursday and Friday. Currently, we've got a partly cloudy sky, and because we saw enough sunshine today, we were able to manage 61 degrees for a high, 45 the low this morning. So we're getting closer to that average high of 67, 92, and 26 the records, and no rain or snow today. I think we may be done with the snowfall. Hope I didn't jinx it, but pretty confident in that statement. 61 degrees, still a breezy evening. Keep that in mind if you're heading to an outdoor sporting event or anything else outdoors. 60 here at the station. There's the winds gusting to 32. And again, the Mississippi continues to fall all up and down the river from Wabasha down to Prairie du Chien, 13.68 here in La Crosse. 58 with sunshine in Eau Claire. Breezy for you as well, gusting to 33, and the Chippewa River is holding steady. So quite chilly still for the Great Lakes, where they continue to see clouds, rain and snow showers. Again, we're kind of on the edge of that sunshine, so 60s locally, and fairly mild temperatures off to our west, which we'll tap into over the next couple of days. Still some 40s up over northeastern Wisconsin, mid 50s for many of us, but some 61s in La Crosse and Winona, and 62 in Prairie du Chien. Again, breezy this evening from the north, 15 to 20, gusting 30 to 35 miles per hour still, but these winds will diminish or at least die down overnight tonight as this powerful area of low pressure, which is a slow mover, continues to turn to our east, but it'll gradually shift eastward, take the clouds with it, and also relax the winds a little bit as high pressure moves in from the west. And then I'm focused on a front up to the north and some moisture out to the west. The two will kind of combine to bring those low-end rain chances later this week. But tonight, clearing skies, decreasing winds, kind of chilly though. Sunny to partly cloudy for tomorrow and dry. And then heading into Thursday, a little boundary comes into play. Maybe some isolated showers at times. Sky Tracker not overly impressed with the rainfall, but I can't fully rule it out. Again, right now it looks to be 2 in 10 chances or less, so not a big deal. Zone forecast showing highs tomorrow, getting closer to average once again, lower to middle 60s for highs in the La Crosse area, and most spots will see highs between about 60 and 65 degrees, maybe some upper 50s in a few spots, especially as we head towards parts of Clark County, Rusk County, and Chippewa County as well. But overall, with lighter winds tomorrow, it's going to make for a pretty pleasant day across the region. So clearing tonight, decreasing winds but chilly, lows in the 30s, including 37 in La Crosse. By the way, that moon will be full on Friday. For tomorrow, partly cloudy, lighter winds out of the northwest at about 5 to 10, maybe some gusts of 15 miles per hour, highs around 64 degrees. And look at this, 73 on Thursday with that small chance for a thunder shower, especially later in the day. Chance of scattered showers, isolated thunder on Friday, highs near 70. Some low-end rain chances for the weekend as well, 69 on Saturday, 72 on Sunday, and then mostly dry to start next week until a small chance of rain on Wednesday, highs in the low to mid 70s. So it looks kind of ominous there with a lot of rain icons. Yeah. But the chances at this time are not overly high. So we'll try to fine-tune that as we get closer to those days.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Bill.
Okay.
Well, in other news, singer-songwriter Gordon Lightfoot passed away Monday night, and tributes to the Canadian folk rock icon are pouring in from around the world, with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau saying Lightfoot, quote, captured our country's spirit in a heartfelt statement today. Here in Wisconsin, the singer is perhaps best remembered for the 1976 ballad, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which commemorates the stormy night in 1975 when the big Milwaukee-based ship sank in Lake Superior with all of its 29 crew. Gordon Lightfoot was 84 years old. Coming up in sports, the Packers making a decision on the future of their starting quarterback, plus a pair of MVC rivals in scoring runs in bunches this afternoon. Rob's got those highlights next.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
At Stanton Optical, independent eye doctors are available for eye exams whenever you need one. You should have seen me before I got mine. You're so quiet. Are you mad at me? Book your free same-day eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. What's this spring like free flowers? All month long, save up to 20% off store-wide. Plus, as a thank you, get $50 worth of free flowers from Sparta Floral when you spend $499 or more. Buy a sofa, get free flowers. Buy a fridge, get free flowers. Buy some flooring, get free flowers. While you're picking up your free flowers, buy some more flowers. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Life's more rewarding at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, especially when it comes to lawn care. Right now, get unbeatable deals on a huge selection of lawn tractors, mowers, and more. Like $30 off this Yard Force push mower. Rewards members save an extra $20. Get this DeWalt blower free when you buy any DeWalt cordless mower. These Fiskars pop-up containers just $19.99, and rewards members get a free $10 gift card with $80 spent on estate fertilizer.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $400 at Lens Crafters, over $200 at Walmart, and over $150 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
As the calendar turns to May, the weather's heating up. So is the action on the baseball and softball field. High school squads finally getting into the groove as we get deeper into the spring sports season. That was the case this afternoon in La Crosse. Two MVC rivals going at it on the softball circle. Let's get right to it. The Central softball squad at home playing host to rival Onalaska. Hilltoppers hot out of the gate. Zoe Kuntz-O'Kane, she shops at the gap, drives one to right center. That's going to score Kylie Gilhausen. RBI triple for O'Kane. Onalaska puts up a 4 spot in the first. Central's turn now. Bottom one, Katie Gray lines a base hit in the left. Riverhawks get 3 back. It's a 1-run game. Top 2, Central's D shows up. Haley Ogle is going to show out. What a catch here by the center fielder. Awesome grab. Third inning now. Hilltoppers add to their lead. Marley Walleen shows bunt. Safety squeezes on. Riverhawks get the out at first. But here comes Sydney Philbach scoring from third. That makes it 5-3 Onalaska. Hilltoppers keep adding to it. Still in the third. Rebecca Voter lines one back to the pitcher. Skirts toward first. That allows Jenna Ganson to score. It was 8-3 Hilltoppers in the third. Whoops. We'll have a final score later on tonight. On to the NFL now. The Packers locking up their starting QB for another year. but not the way most fans thought they would. Instead of picking up quarterback Jordan Love's fifth-year option, Green Bay's choosing to give Love a one-year extension through 2024, which could reach up to $22.5 million. $13.5 of that is fully guaranteed. The other option on the table would have been that fifth-year option, which would have paid Love a guaranteed $20.2 million guaranteed in 2024. Brewers are back on the road tonight. Milwaukee begins a 6-game road trip in Colorado. The Crew will be there for 3. Then they'll head to San Francisco over the weekend for a 3-game set against the Giants. Brewers have won 3 of their last 4. They took 2 out of 3 over the Angels this past weekend. 18-10 record for Milwaukee so far this season. Just a game and a half behind, out of all teams, Pittsburgh for first place in the NL Central. Freddie Peralta gets the ball tonight for the Brewers. First pitch scheduled for 7:40. How about those Pirates?
I love that sentence because you had a sense of incredulity, but it's hearing it out loud, it's like that doesn't compute.
I mean, it's nice to see. I mean, as a not of a fan of the Brewers,
sure,
just outsider looking in, because the Pirates have been bad for a while. But
yeah,
how long can they keep this up?
It's interesting. I don't think they're really capable of doing it, but it's fun to have a different team kind of show out for the first month and a half.
Yeah, especially when there were like literally 0 expectations for that team. A very low payroll.
Yep.
I mean, they didn't get anybody. They just locked up Brian
Reynolds, yes.
Yep, so
the marquee face of the franchise, it looks like.
They're starting to kind of turn that corner, but we'll see. Hopefully not for the Brewers' sake.
I'd rather it be the Pirates playing for the crown against us than the Cardinals or the Cubs, right. Those dreaded 2 teams.
Let's go Pirates.
Yeah, I guess we'll take it. All right, Rob, thanks very much.
Yeah, you got it.
We are going to be right back right after this.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Cooley Carpet is here to help you with the spring cleaning sales event.
Save 20% on Perfect Pet carpet styles, and they'll move the furniture for free. Select vinyl plank and hardwood are on sale.
And all estimates are free during the spring cleaning sales event at Cooley Carpet Center.
The average employee has been with their current employer for 4.1 years. Our employees at Chart Industries disagree. If you're eager to join a company you can retire from, then chart your career with Chart Industries. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Don't settle for overpriced, low-quality vinyl windows. Our StarMark composite window, available exclusively at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, is 2,000% more airtight, 40% more energy efficient, and 12 times stronger than vinyl windows.
And at a price less than what many companies charge for lower quality vinyl windows. Call now to save 50% off installation.
Cooley Carpet is here to help you with the spring cleaning sales event.
Save 20% on Perfect Pet carpet styles, and they'll move the furniture for free. Select vinyl plank and hardwood are on sale.
And all estimates are free during the spring cleaning sales event at Cooley Carpet Center.
Still breezy this evening. Hopefully we're breathing as well. Decreasing winds, chilly overnight, lows in the 30s, 37 in La Crosse. We talked about mowing earlier. Here's your mowing forecast from Tractor Central. 64 tomorrow, some low-end rain chances, but 70s Thursday and Friday.
All right, thanks, Bill. We'll see you at 10.